daughter's last name Hawcroft?
Wabbit.
Is Wabbit.
Horses.
Yeah.
Happy to be
You
here.
lost the head?
I gotta be good.
Right here.
I gotta hit the gavel, please.
All right, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance and the money. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now a moment of silence. And as Jim puts on the bunny costume, we can start with a roll call.
Ethan Maple,
Here.
Ryan Hartman,
Here.
Bill Niemeyer,
Here.
Chad Miller,
Here.
Here.
Outstanding. Moving on to claims. 2.1, approval of APVs 28920 through 28972.
I'll make a motion that we approve APVs 28920 through 28972 as provided in our backup
I will
materials.
second that.
And we're moving good. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Premature second.
And the approval of SRF claims APVs 28966 through 28967.
I'll make a motion, we approve claims 28966 through 28967.
I'll second that.
Oh, dang. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that carries as well. Moving on to the adoption of minutes. Do I have a motion on the adoption of town council minutes from March 18th?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented in our backup materials for our meeting of March 18th.
I'll second that.
I'm giving it to Ethan because we've had a couple jump starts on Terry. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that carries. All right, now we'll open it to public comments. 3 minutes per person for items that are on the agenda only.
That needs to go away.
Yeah, that's not
That is not
a good.
appropriate for anything.
Okay.
Well, Ethan, I actually like the public comment section.
Okay.
Oh,
Nervous.
That
Oh.
is scary.
All right. Nobody today. So moving on to old business. Ordinance 031826A, the amendment to the zoning ordinance, second reading. Plan Commission recommendation was attached to our backup materials. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 031826A on its second reading.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I just think Terry was trying to sweep all of the seconds, and since she lost one, she's done.
She's
She
out.
gave up.
Fine.
We've got 26. Okay, never mind. Let's just show. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that carries. Now to ordinance 031826B as in Bravo. Amendment to design standards and specifications, second reading.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance 31826B as presented, amending design standards and specifications.
I'll second.
Any discussions on approving this on its second reading? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that carries as well. Moving right along to new business, ordinance 040126. It's not April Fool's, it's a UTV ordinance.
Zach, would you like to speak on that?
I can go first, yeah, if you'd like me to. Last meeting, there was discussion about allowing UTVs on roadways within the town. What I've done is borrowed from some other municipalities that are similarly situated, as well as kind of meld it with the golf cart ordinance. So I didn't I didn't put it with the golf cart ordinance. I made it its own chapter within your town code. And I know a couple of highlights that you all wanted included were that the UTV was first registered with the state, and that proof of that registration would be presented upon application with the town. Other than that, I know we've got a few of you had commented that we need to add, under equipment requirements, we need to add turn signals. That was an oversight on my part. We also updated the, this differs a little bit from the golf cart, but it's escaping me now. I believe we raised the cost for registration by $5. I think it's $30 instead of $25. Oh, that's in 47.04 permit required.
Where's the state?
Let's see. That would be under. Permit required, same section as I mentioned before, 47.04. E, UTV owners must provide proof of registration with the state of Indiana in accordance with Indiana Code 91814.
That meets what you were asking about, correct?
Right, so basically, they register with the state prior to coming to us.
And we actually have in the language in there that they have to show proof of registration with the state when they apply for their permit to the town. So they can say, yeah, I register with the state, but they have to show proof. So,
They should have a sticker actually on the machine itself.
so I want to call out a couple other things. We did remove 450 west off of the restricted roadways too. I don't know if anybody caught that. 500 west is still on there, but we did remove 450. Otherwise, I really like what Zach did here, taking the existing county ordinance and suiting it to fit the town's needs, in my opinion. I think this reads really well. It's very clear.
I personally like that we're calling out that the operator needs to be 18 years of age. I think that's one of the things that is kind of moving around a lot right now with a lot of people getting golf carts and UTVs on the roadways. Sometimes there's some younger kids that probably shouldn't be operating something on the road with vehicles and could possibly get hurt, so.
That was a difference between, I believe the golf cart ordinance is 16. It was more of a personal opinion that 18 was probably more appropriate for a UTV that could go quite a bit faster.
Yeah, and just to be clear, there is a difference between UTV and ATV. So this does not allow people on mini bikes and quads and three-wheelers. That is not covered under here. UTV and ATV are completely different. So just to be clear about that.
Is a licensed Vespa legal on the road? Just asking for a friend.
He's asking about a Vespa.
Vespa? No, you can't drive that. Chief said no.
Only if you wear an Easter bunny head.
Yes.
Only the Easter Bunny may.
All right, well, we've had a lot of discussions
So,
about
another
this, but
TV and another
do I hear a motion?
Chad, before you go too far. can I
Go ahead.
add something? One request I'd like to do too is, we have the permits set up for June 1st through May 31st. That was set up a long time ago. I would like to adjust that to January 1st to the end of the year, because people are ready to start getting them, get them up and running. If we wait all the way till June to get their permits, well, you've got nice weather right now, people want to be out on them. So I prefer that we just move it to January 1 of the start of the year to December 31st. And if you wait till December 30th to get it, that's your own fault. You have to redo it next year. So maybe make,
Are we gonna do that with golf carts too?
Yeah, I'd like to do it for
Amend
both
golf
of them.
carts? Are we also amending golf carts on 450?
We haven't discussed that.
Well, why, I mean, is the only reason to allow them on 450, the UTVs, is the only reason is because they can drive faster?
I believe, in my personal opinion, they're more of a vehicle than a golf cart.
they're not a safety hazard because they move so slow, which a
Yeah.
golf cart would be.
I think they're more of a mode of transportation than a golf cart. And like I said, it's just personal opinion. But, you know, I see farmers using these. I see, you know, going to the gas station, getting gas in them, or now granted that's on 52, but you can weave your way around. But I see these as more of a use of transportation for a lot of people, than a golf cart. And to be frank, if you eliminate 450 and 500, there is no way to just cross without traveling down to get to town. If you live in Stone Crossing or Cedar Creek, well, Cedar Creek, I guess you can, but
Yeah, we kind of made an adjustment in the golf cart where if you didn't have a straight across road to come to, you can go a short distance till you can cut into another neighborhood. We just didn't want, because we were having some people going to the liquor store going straight down 500 with the golf carts.
yeah, 500, I could completely see restricting that. You know, that's 450. I could see some loosening restraints on that a little bit. Like I said, it's a little harder to even, you know, what's the definition of a short distance? You know what I mean? It's,
But like the, you know, Stone Crossing, you can get all the way through Cedar Creek from Stone Crossing, all the way into, Newland. Right? Yeah, so we can go-
Willow Ridge.
Yeah, you can go to Willow Ridge, and if you had to, you could make that short jaunt down to, Ridgewood and cut back in. We just try to keep the bridge and the golf carts away from all that. Again, now that's your guys' choice.
Yeah.
As far as the safety issue, I prefer we also restrict 450.
Okay.
But I don't really know, I haven't seen the UTVs in town, so I don't know how it would be.
I think the golf cart's on 450. The main issue I have is it's a longer stretch of road and they don't move at posted speed limit.
Right. Agree with that.
So you got passing and you got all that, so somebody's gonna try to pass them and then, yeah.
I have probably some question, I don't know what a UTV is, and I don't know how it is different from an ATV or a golf cart or moped. I think I understand how a moped looks, so how it all operates and what's allowed and what's not, and what fits under which category is something that we're gonna have to answer when people come in here. So I think it might be good if we get a little bit of a, whether it's a visual that we can put on the boards, and this is allowed, and this is not whatsoever. I think it would be good, because
Yeah,
I'm
that-
sure I'm not the only one who's.
yeah, there's some pretty clear definition, and if you look it up, the difference between an ATV and a UTV, it's very obvious. So it shouldn't be too hard to distinguish that. Once we look at, we can give
I
some,
just never looked into it.
Does it show that on the registration?
Yeah, I'm assuming if the state's registering, they have a definition of what that is for us.
there is definitions.
And that would be indicated on the state registration.
Yeah, I would assume.
Usually an ATV is a single rider.
Mhm.
They kind of just straddle in the seat, where a UTV is gonna be more of a 2 to 4 person. Like a side-by-side, a utility Ranger, Polaris, something of that nature.
Like a gator?
Yeah, like a gator.
Google AI has said ATVs are generally small single rider straddle seat vehicles.
Bingo.
UTVs are side by sides are larger vehicles designed for 2 to 6 passengers, featuring steering wheels, seat belts, and or a cargo bed, making them ideal for heavy work and carrying passengers. Google's never been wrong.
Well, thank you.
I think we can navigate that, and what I would say is maybe we need to specify if there's a question, then we can bring that to a body or a person to make that
They
decision.
refer to chief.
That's what I was gonna say, but I didn't wanna put them on the spot.
That's probably something.
My biggest concern with 450 is the bridge, just because the visibility and things like that changes so quickly. Is there a way to include 450 but exclude the bridge? Well, Maybe we should exclude your car from the bridge too.
Especially if you're driving it without a phone book.
Yeah, I really don't see the safety issue for UTVs on 450. Like I said, they can travel, some of them can run up to 65 mile an hour. Not that you would, we have a flashing speed limit sign down there. But I do see them as more of a mode of transportation than a golf cart. I see your point. Golf carts are, a lot of them only go up to 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour, and that's not even a posted speed limit in some places. So I could see how that would be more of a hazard. UTVs are, basically just, some of them are as big as a smart car or bigger. So I don't see the issue there personally.
I don't ride one, or do I drive one, so I'll defer.
They're fun. They're
If
just
someone
real,
would like to loan me one that I could drive, I'd be happy to give her a go.
I'd say you give it a go, and if we start seeing issues, we can always come back and
yeah, we can amend
make
it.
some adjustments.
Yeah, we can do that.
So the only adjustment to what's here that needs to be added is the turn signal.
Turn signal's
And-
already included, but
And the,
47.04A needs to change to January 1st.
Oh, and the time frame.
Yes, turn signals isn't included in this document, but he will add turn signals.
Oh, it is. It's not included in this one.
It's not.
Okay.
But he will add turn signals, and then we will change the dates to January 1 to December 31st.
We got a discussion piece. Does anybody, feel, moved to make a motion?
Moved.
I feel moved to make a motion that we approve the UTV ordinance with the amended changes we discussed.
on first reading.
No, I wouldn't do it. We don't have to do it first.
You're not,
We do not.
okay.
Why are you always pushing first reading?
I just want to make sure you're not passing anything on first reading that,
We are not.
okay. I was
No rush.
misinterpreting that.
I will second that fine motion.
All right, we got moved and seconded. Is there any further discussions? I think we discussed quite a bit. Bill did?
Zach, thank you for your work on this.
You're welcome.
And thank you for making sure we don't get all squirrely with our approving on the first reading. I do appreciate that because I mess that up almost every time. All right, no further discussions. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that passed on first reading.
No.
All right, it passed the first.
The first
Pass
reading.
the first reading. I guess pass and adopted, or,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll talk about it next time too. Perfect. Let the record
We'll
show.
vote on it too.
All right, next thing is 6.2, the RDC annual report.
I'll just offer that it was kind of received from the RDC earlier today. It's in front of the council to approve, or do we adopt it?
You essentially adopt it, and then Yvonne will upload it to Gateway as
So-
required.
On behalf of the RDC, I will make a motion that we adopt the annual report.
Here a second.
I'll second that.
Awesome, Jared. Back at it.
Almost got replaced. Any discussions? I'll just say thank you, Yvonne, for offering to go over that with some of our newer members. I think it's important for them to understand what it is, what it's used for, how the money gets put in there. I know Bill was, kind of telling us a little bit about it, but I appreciate you offering to spend some time with
Okay,
it.
and the specifics, I want to give you broad.
Yep. Give them that 85 slide PowerPoint from AIM on TIF districts. I walked out of that one more confused than I walked in, but neither here nor there. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that passes as well. Moving on to continued conversations. I read about the staggered terms in the minutes, and seems as if there is still ongoing conversations, and we're really in a holding pattern waiting to figure out where it's gonna go. So I don't know that we need to have much of a discussion other than say we'll continue to wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking promising, but yeah, we can hold off.
Fine with me. I'll be ready to go when you want to take action. This is what I have at the moment. I've reached out to Ms. Lofgren and haven't heard anything back, but, if you still want me to pursue that avenue, I can continue to do that.
I'll give her a call.
Okay.
I seen her last night, but it was too busy to talk, so.
So we're pushing that one. All right, next one is employee benefits. Bill, I'll pass it to you.
Well, I just want to say, start with all the disclaimers. I handed out, in our handbook, section 303, looks like a great place because it's pretty much a placeholder. So 303, we could insert PTO provisions, and what I distributed is just a very crude first draft. This is just something for us to start with. I would welcome everybody, I would implore everybody to take a look at it, tweak it, add to it. Any thoughts are certainly welcomed, but several meetings ago, I volunteered to take the first stab at it, and so this is the first stab, just to start the conversation. Me personally, I like the idea of eliminating vacation time, sick time, bereavement time, personal days, and instead come up with a concept of paid time off so that you can use it for any reason whatsoever. You have certain amount of days and hours and time that will be allowed. It's a little bit more flexibility, and I think that it will help all of the employees. So that's what the concept is, and again, this is just a first draft.
I think it's more up to date. I think sick time and vacation time's kind of outdated.
Yeah.
I don't know if the reason.
Okay, I mean,
I don't know what the laws on that, and if you use that, but bereavement insurance, having to get the
Our bereavement is included in all of the PTO policy that we have. It's just, I mean, at my business. And it's just a matter of, as long as it's defined as we offer days off for this. I mean, unless you're concerned, what if I run out and there's bereavement?
Yeah.
Then according to this policy, you can take the day off, you just don't get paid for it. I mean, this doesn't talk about days off that aren't PTO. What is our policy for that? Do we have any?
I believe there's I can double check,
Yeah,
but
we can give 3 days of bereavement right now.
Yep.
At no cost. The employee just gets it all.
He's talking about voluntary time off.
right,
Voluntary time off.
unpaid, yeah,
Yeah,
unpaid
so
time.
we have in the past with, one of our military officers who's had to take time off, and has not had the time to use, so it's time off with no pay.
Yeah, so this doesn't replace that.
No.
Alls I was trying to do was modernize taking
Sure.
time off. And so you don't have to, well, this one's a sick day, this one's a vacation day, this one's a personal day, this one's a wellness day, I just need a sanity break. If you have time that you can take off, you can take it off for whatever reason.
Do we have anything, and I don't have it memorized, but does our handbook address if we move to something like this, people who abuse absences, do we have any, like, hey, you're taking too many days off?
Well, we have, after so many days, you have to have a doctor's.
I think in the old way it was written that you could miss up to 5 days before you were required to provide a doctor's note. In my first swath at this, I changed that to 3 days. You may be requested to provide a doctor's note. I've never been anywhere that lets you miss more than 3 days in a row taking sick time.
Without an explanation.
Yeah, now that was sick time, without an explanation of, well, is he just burning sick time on vacation, or is he burning sick time because he's sick? If you miss more than 3 days, they required me to provide a doctor's note upon return to work. That being said, if you have 40 hours of PTO and you burn it all and go on vacation and you're sick, well, you just earned yourself some lost time.
Unpaid time.
But
And you would always have performance issues. I mean, if somebody was missing so much work, whether it's paid or unpaid, their supervisor should address that as a performance issue.
I think it is important to realize that these are all things that are not prompted by anybody taking advantage of any
Oh, absolutely.
Correct.
situation. There's no issue, there's never, in the almost 6 years that I've been here, really been any issue with anybody taking too much time off. More than anything, I hear from people by the end of the year, man, I'm still gonna take 2 more days off, but, you know, I'd rather come in because my work's gonna still need to be done, and I'll just forego those days. I never hear anybody say, well, you know, it's November, I still wanna take more days off, but I can't.
Yeah, just to be clear, the whole reason that we started this was to try to help the employees and make it more beneficial for them. It wasn't a single employee issue whatsoever. This was more of a, what can we do to make it easier for the employees and show some appreciation so they can earn some more time and carry over some more time, and that was the whole reason for this. So let's just be clear about that.
One thing you might need-
Unfortunately, you guys aren't gonna be here forever, though.
The other side of it is policy is not always written for, you know, the fact that everybody's following all the rules and doing all the things that should be done. It's written to make sure the town is protected when, or if that happens. And I wanna make sure that we have kind of both sides of that particular equation. For example, unless I'm missing something in my initial reading of this, someone could, at a moment's notice, take 10 days off.
Yeah.
And I think that's a concern.
Again. And I think Bill implored us to read, review, and provide feedback.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing that came to my mind. Because even if you're talking 3 days without a note, this is saying 10 days, you know what I mean? Like, we can all provide kind of input on that. And I think that's what's gonna kind of bring the whole thing together.
That's fair.
I also think it's, probably good to, I have a printed copy. Ryan did it on his typewriter, but maybe we could send out the affected policy pieces from the handbook so that everybody
You
can
all
compare them.
have a copy of the handbook. You
Yeah,
all
I'm just, to me, it's more of like put it to the top of everybody's email box, but like I said, I've got my paper copy, but
I
I'm
can send
digging
out
up
a
every
copy tomorrow. When I send you the email of everything that's been signed tonight, I'll add another copy of it.
Thank you.
And there's some changes already slated to be in.
Perfect, so we can wait to do this at the same time.
We can, and my recommendation would be to do that before the end of the calendar, effective the next year, because this year, you know, people have already scheduled vacations and what have you.
Cancel all those vacations.
No longer approved.
And one thing that's contemplated but wasn't distributed, there will be a PTO request form. So, you know, somewhere, the employee has to say how much they're requesting, and a supervisor or the town manager has to approve it. So
Unless
it-
they're sick,
Who's sick?
employee. So if we lump sick and vacation, all that together, and they take PTO time because they're sick, they won't be requesting time off.
When they show up, though, they'll fill out a PTO request to cover their time.
Yeah. And then it's either gonna be approved or not, based on the circumstances.
You were sick, I saw you at Frosty.
Yeah.
That's why I went to Frosty.
That's medicine.
What was that?
On your, like these days, you have 20-plus years of service being 30 days of time off. Some of us are already past that. Are we taking back time? Because like me, who never takes off sick, and my vacation, I have 40 days, I know of every. I usually lose my sick time because I don't take it, but then, another officer who's at 32 days, and I ain't worked 20 years yet, so how do we don't penalize the good employee?
We're not gonna take days away from you and give you 30 days.
If you have 20 years of service, like it's 30 days.
Yeah, we'll have to,
Yeah, I think that's the nice part is this is the draft, so.
Just
Say
a
you have
working,
40.
yeah.
We wouldn't be taking, because you can carry 40 over.
but
I
you
mean, you
know,
can carry 10 over, that would equal 40.
and you only get paid for 10.
How many do you get to earn it?
Exactly.
How many do you get earned it? You get to earn,
So I have 26 days.
So this isn't taken away.
This is earn, right? So if you earn 20 a year, right?
Well, so my vacation I earn, you should earn 6 days a year for your vacation, or for sick time. But since I haven't used my sick time, basically my sick time, I don't earn it once my fault.
Yeah.
I take sick time hard. Now, my vacation's at 20 days. If you're gonna put it together, I should get
26.
And you would be,
And separate this from.
you would be at 40 days because you could carry those 10 days over because you say you don't use them. So you get 30 plus your 10 that you carried over.
I think it is.
I'll do the
something-
math on this
it's
and
something
compare
that
them
we
side
should-
by side so we can understand.
Yeah,
officers start getting employees. Start putting sick time, PTO time, these might.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's all time.
nope,
I'll take a look.
and appreciate that, cause this was just a first draft, so that it's the concept.
Sure.
And the other thing that I wanted to try to do, just a little bit of fiscal responsibility, is if you have currently, if you had an employee leave that had a huge amount of unpaid accumulated, you could write a check for $10,000 to pay out that time. So this would also have some kind of a limit, a maximum. And at some point, you need to take some time off. No, but what I'm saying is, then also so that the liability or potential exposure, financial exposure to the town, there's some kind of a payout cap. And as long as everybody knows that up front, then it's reasonable. And then Yvonne doesn't have to write $10,000 checks.
If it's earned, it's earned.
Well, here's your baseline, so.
Yeah,
appreciate
just something to
that.
talk
Thank you,
about.
Bill.
Just a starting point.
Yeah.
If you guys read it and see something else that's squirrely, just shoot us a message.
Squirrely.
That's what you get at
Employer
25. You get an extra squirrel.
Yes.
Or rabbit.
Legal updates.
No legal updates.
All right.
Really?
We're moving on to department reports.
I just didn't want to put the bunny head on.
Yeah, because that's
That, we do need to upgrade the
That
building.
one's got a problem.
Can we get one in 24
Where
hours?
did we get this? Where did we get the random one?
That random one's
It's
nice.
a lot nicer than the other one.
I
I
think-
don't know.
How,
That's the one that we've always that's the one you've always wore.
Well, what's this one?
that one's
That-
scary.
That's the one we got because that one wasn't in yet, so I ordered 2 of them. Yes.
Oh, so the one on the right is available. It's not just like a,
Yeah. Yeah.
back.
All right, we're gonna debate the bunny after we adjourn, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
So, moving on. Jim, you're up.
Can we go back to,
Bunny? Which one?
continued council conversations?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Is there anything that should add to this?
Well, I have an update about the hanging flower baskets for the town. I got 3 quotes, and from Wells Nursery, Damon's, whatever, and Geis Nursery, and Wells was the best. They really seemed to work with me. Anyway, for an 18-inch pot, it's $80. He said the drainage is more minimal than I was looking at. Well, Damon's had 15-inch, and the drainage was, you'd be watering more frequently.
How much were Damon's?
It was a 15-inch pot it was around 59 something. It just wasn't the quality that I saw at Wells. And Geis Nursery was $100 for an 18-inch.
How many were you considering?
15.
15 of them?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
And that's I roughly counted, I think, around 42 lampposts that are
Yeah.
existing
Yeah.
up right now. And so that's about every 3rd one.
Yeah. So
And he said,
we're adding to it, so that's good.
he said it'd be a angel wing begonia and something else I can't pronounce. Anyway, he said it'd be green leaf with a nice red bloom that would be very impressive.
Is there a contact there you're working with at Wells? Or
Kurt,
Kurt?
I like begonias.
They're pretty,
Seem
they're
like a
hardy.
Laguna guy.
So could I amend the agenda to request approval to get these ordered?
Yes, would you like to make a motion?
I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda to request approval to order these from Wells.
I'll second that.
Where would you like them to be funded from?
Well, we discussed that when we had our,
Yep.
was it the landscaping?
Was it the RDC or some of that, or
No, we put it in our budget.
we'll take it right out, MVH, it's street.
There's a landscape
Yeah.
Yeah,
line.
okay.
I don't
Could we,
off the top of my head know how much we budgeted
yeah, because we even added to that, so we
Okay.
could add more, I think, this year.
last year. Yeah, accomplish. Well, I would say go ahead and order them, or let me go look and see what our.
Terry, does that include that bracket, the 18 brackets with it, or,
No.
okay, so,
Oh, and because you asked me about, you needed to know for the bracket to put on there, he said wet weight would be about 40 pounds.
How much are brackets?
I can't remember, I think last year they were about $18 a piece. They're
We're looking like $100 a pot,
Pot,
basically.
yep. about 1,800.
How long do they last?
All summer. Well, as long as we keep them watered.
Yeah.
And I requested that we have those before Summerfest.
Yeah.
Because they're growing them
Okay.
now.
I can get with Kurt and we can discuss on when he can have them ready, and we'll get some brackets.
So $1,500,
Be 18
18.
with everything.
1,800.
Why is it 18?
Well, it's
Brackets.
It's
about
$100 a
$100.
piece.
I thought they were 80 bucks a piece.
They are, but then you gotta
Then you
get the
got a
hanging
$20
bracket.
bracket.
Which is 18.
I thought we were doing 15 pots. 18-inch, 15 pots?
Yeah,
How much
you're
are the
right.
brackets? $18?
I think that's what they
18
were
inch,
last year.
18 pots.
18 plus
Or
80
a couple
is
years ago.
15 pots, 18. How many pots are you getting?
18.
15.
15. 15
15.
pots.
15.
You're right then, it's
$80
$1,470, not to exceed $1,500. Well, I mean, it's around 1,500, right?
Yeah. See, my math was right.
It was right.
You heard correctly, just in the wrong context,
Wrong category.
wrong category.
Your budget is 7,000 out of that, of course, you'll have the landscaping and maintenance elsewhere, like the planes up here and the roundabout and that kind of stuff. So, but if you're looking at spending $1,500 or so, I think it's
Thank you.
Did we vote on amending the agenda?
I seconded it.
I know you seconded it, but did we?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're amending the agenda to add the decision around purchasing hanging baskets. Thank you. Do I hear a motion around the purchase of hanging baskets?
I'll make a motion to allow Terry and Jim to work together on purchasing hanging baskets and brackets for Main Street in the amount not to exceed $1,600. Added an extra 100 in there just because, the brackets were $18 last year.
On their way to Wells? Is that what you're
No,
thinking?
we don't get charge tag, but
Yes.
I mean, if they were $18 last year, they could be a little more this year. So we don't know the exact price on the brackets. So
If it's over, use your card.
I'll second that.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
thank you.
Begonia
Any
Terrace.
further discussion on this and doing math in public, which we're all doing really well? All those in favor say aye.
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 All right.
Thank you.
Any,
Also,
I was gonna say any other contingencies.
yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for asking. Dumpsters, update on that. The date will be June 20th. They will deliver them the 19th. They will pick up the 22nd. We'll have 6 units at $350 per unit and $50 per ton, like we were charged last year,
June 20th.
June 20th.
I can't wait to get that's too long for me to wait for my barn.
Yeah, you might be cited for
We're doing it Father's Day weekend?
unsightly.
That's the best time, Ethan. We can get rid of the,
Fathers.
It's the weekend before, isn't it? Father's Day?
Yes.
That was, if you're doing it June 20th, it's Father's Day weekend. It's a day before.
that's
We-
fine.
We
There's-
only get a day anyway. It doesn't really matter.
It's
No,
the
that's
it's the
fine.
Saturday before, so
Yeah, there's nothing like celebrating dad like throwing away his stuff.
cleaning out stuff.
All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh.
Rails are coming. We're coming off rails.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's good.
It's not Mother's Day.
Oh, that would get shot down real quick. Awesome. Okay.
That's all I have.
No, that's great.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else that we
You can
need
proceed.
to continue with council conversations? All right. Well, we already got the fact that there's no legal updates, so we'll switch it over to Jim.
I think it's April 25th, and I'll get with Brenda on that, but the Thrive Center, they're having another planning training. So I'd like to find, do we have new members? And I'll get with Brenda on that and maybe see if they'll want to attend that. I think it's on a Saturday from like 8 to noon. Taft and HWC puts that on. Kind of breaks down the PC, the BZA, their roles and things like that. We've kind of had that educational part before, so if we have new members or old members that want to attend that, it's going to be at the Rick's Center of Arts in Greenfield, so see if we have any takers on that.
You're gonna have somebody send an email to them.
I
saying-
am, yeah, I'll get the list of them. The other thing is, let me see, tomorrow, I think we'll have our last meeting with G4. That's with Pekovic on the amending of the PUD. So hopefully on the 15th, they will come in and kind of start that process. So looking forward to that. And I kind of have a breakdown of the layout, kind of where it's at today. If you guys would like to see it, I'm happy to share it with you. The other thing is the Lincoln Day dinner for those that attended. Wow, what a tremendous crowd that they had. I think it was full. Hundreds and hundreds of people there. So that was a good dinner. And that's it. We had a great kickoff with Ratio this week. So looking forward to the town center project. For myself, speaking about it for 4 years, I think we're all going to have to learn to stretch, with new ideas that they're going to bring to the table. So looking forward to that discussion continuing. So that's it.
Awesome.
Yep.
Anything for Jim? Anybody? All right. Steve.
Nothing tonight.
Quick and easy.
Speed sign's a success.
Nothing. I saw
It's
that.
like you said, speed sign is a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a
read that.
great
That's
success.
awesome.
Everybody knows it's
We-
called me once or twice. Tom's the one that put it
You're
there.
just testing it, right? You're making sure it works.
Well,
Exactly.
just to comment on that, I was talking with Orland earlier. Last night coming home from the Lincoln Day dinner, I was on 450 and there was a car well ahead of me and it was dark out, but I seen the sign go off and say it was too fast.
Yeah.
And I seen the car hit the brakes.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time I've seen a car approach that sign, get that signal,
Yeah.
and hit the brakes because of it. So it is effective.
No, they were, I mean, it's 30 miles an hour. It will tell you if you're to slow down if you're doing 31.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
till you get at 30 or below, it's flashing.
I like it.
Yeah,
Can you change the color of the word?
Oh, God.
I suppose.
All right, moving on.
All
Chief.
of them could be answered if I had to ask.
All right, Chief has got nothing for us. Yvonne.
I don't have any.
Okay. We will open it up for public comments. 5 minutes, any topic, any takers? Okay, we'll move straight to council comments. Ryan, you're up first.
I want to congratulate Braylon Mullins. It was a lot of fun watching the UConn game. I scared the crap out of our new dog. I scared the crap out of my wife. I said some non-Lutheran words for about 3 minutes straight, just because it was so exciting. So amped for the community, for Hancock County, for him and his family. He's a great kid, great family. It was a lot of fun to watch. Wish them luck in their upcoming games. Lincoln Day dinner last night. I think New Pal was well represented. We had a lot of people there. It was a great event, a lot of people, great speakers, had a great time. Got to talk to Congressman Shreve a little bit more last night, Mayor Titus. A lot of great people there. So had a great time at it. Like I said, New Pal was well represented. But I think that's all I got.
All right. Ethan?
I would like to congratulate our neighbors to the north and Mount Vernon's state victory in basketball. It's
Yeah.
a win for Hancock County
Can't do it.
across the board. So I want to make sure that we celebrate their accomplishment as well. Friday is April's council chat. So we'll be at 8 a.m. at Tia's. Would anybody like to join me at Tia's at 8 a.m. on Friday?
It says Friday, right?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm out.
I think I have an eye appointment.
If you can't make it, I'll always jump in for breakfast.
Go ahead, Bill. Go
I'll
ahead.
be there.
I appreciate everybody being so enthusiastic about our council chat.
Actually, no, that move. I can do it. I got it. Yep.
Okay, I'll defer.
8.
8 a.m. She's got it. I got you. She will tomorrow morning, I'm sure. That's all I have.
Tia's?
Yeah,
Yes.
8 o'clock
'Got
8
it.
o'clock.
a.m.
I got it.
This Friday.
Thank you. All right. Everybody's in a really great
It'll be a good Friday.
mood. It is a good Friday. That's what I saw. Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, I'm good. Bill?
Two things. First, three things. First, I'd like to echo everything that's already been said. Second, remind everybody of the Easter egg hunt this Saturday. Is it 11 o'clock?
10:45.
Easter Bunny arrives at 10:45 and the Easter egg hunt will be shortly thereafter. And finally, I want to thank Dan Ryan. I just acknowledge his many, many years of service to Hancock County. Appreciate everything that he's done for the county.
Right.
Riley.
Riley.
Right.
Dan Riley. That's what I said.
That's what I heard.
That's what I meant.
Just making sure.
Dan Riley.
We're just
Dan
backing up,
Riley.
make sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're all
Thinking
right.
me. Thinking it's all good.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Terry?
I just want to thank you all for approving my flowers and my dumpsters.
Flowers and dumpsters.
Full spectrum over there.
Yep. All right.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Ryan made the motion. Ethan got the second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
We are adjourned.